Hi, Stephen here from Son of a Nation Wave, and this is day 31 of the May Daily Draws. So, as we start the weekend and end the month, let's see what message we get, and I'll be taking the first card on the Druidcraft Tarot, followed by an Oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Beltane Oracles. Let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. The Princess of Swords, or the Page of Swords. So, this may follow on from when we had the Four of Swords a couple of times, about pondering and thinking, just sitting with a matter, sitting with an issue, an idea. And the Page of Swords ties into that somewhat, because they're about discovering some new information. And it may be that having spent some time pondering over an issue, as depicted by the Four of Swords that we had over the past couple of days, we may begin to finally receive some information that we need to explore and see how it fits into what we're trying to do. And you see how significant that piece of information is, that idea is. Now we've got some new insight, a bit of clarity. We're beginning to get the clarity, perhaps, that we've been seeking, because we've been sitting with that issue and not trying to overanalyze it and not trying to stress our minds with it. We've just relaxed ourselves, and maybe now we're getting the clarity that we need, or the beginnings of it. And so we're having a bit of a breakthrough moment here where the clarity is coming in, but we don't fully understand it yet, perhaps. We've still got some way to go before we understand what we need to. We need, because this is about, the pages are often about the learning, getting new messages and discovery and learning and being, getting the beginnings of knowledge. So we could be beginning to get that clarity, and it's growing, but we may not yet fully understand what we need to, but we're getting there now. We're getting at the beginnings of some insight, and we just need to explore it further. Now we know what it is that's perhaps emerging. We can look at that a bit more and how it fits into things. So we're making progress. The idea that we've been pondering over has revealed something to us about its nature, and we're beginning to see something now that we didn't see before, and we need to take hold of that, like she's taking hold of the sword there, and explore it further to see what the potential of that new information is, and how it ties into the idea in general and what we're trying to achieve on our life journey. So this is about discovery. It's about getting a new understanding. It's about getting new clarity, and we're in that process now, because maybe we've sat with something and relaxed into it, and that's what's now emerging, that it's worked. That process is working for us. As I say, we may not yet know the full picture, but something is beginning to emerge, and that's good. That's a good start. That's a good beginning for us to take hold of, as I say, and to move with it, explore with it. How does this fit in? Ask the questions about it. Gain a better understanding about what it is that we've received, and learn what we can do with it. See how it applies, what actions need to be taken with it. Once we've got enough information, how does it tie into everything else, this new bit of information that we've received? So I think that's basically the message of the princess, or the page, as it's usually called, of cups. Of swords, sorry, I said cups. I don't know why I said cups. A page of swords. And This just means that we're now into the beginning stages of the next step for us with this current idea that we've pondered over. So we're getting there. The clarity's coming. So let that be an encouragement, if that's the case, that it's been worth spending that time with the idea or situation, laying it across your lap like a sword, and just sitting, meditating with it, and letting the issue unfold naturally, rather than you trying to work it out yourself and getting all tied up and stressed in knots about it. This is what comes when we cease to do that, when we relax a bit more. We get the naturally emerging revelation information that we needed, and this is now beginning to come into effect and give us that clarity that we need. Okay, so let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. Bonfire. Bonfire, let's look at that. The fire. And to me, fire refines. And it burns away what we don't need and leaves behind what we need to see. And maybe that's what that process has done. It's refined it. It is through remembering that you will wake the ritual of your existence and to be reborn in mighty celebration. So maybe part of the key of this is remembering who we are, back towards something we've talked about a lot in these draws, about getting back to our true selves. And maybe part of the key to what we've received that we take hold of, that's perhaps going to unlock what the ideas or the situation that we've been facing and pondering, is the fact that we allowing the dross, the unnecessary things to burn away about ourselves, to reveal the true face, the true identity of ourselves within, so that we are authentic and true. And that could be the key to unlocking a lot of things for us. So maybe that's part of this new bit of revelation. Maybe it's part of a revelation about our true selves and how that's going to be the key to unlocking different things. Who knows? We just need to go explore this further, and then we'll maybe find out. Okay, so that is today's message. Thank you very much for listening. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.